Socialism was an economic system created in reaction to the success of capitalism. It was an attempt to better working conditions and production. As the definition of socialism reads, it is a political and economic theory of social organization that advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. So basically, the people of a community want someone or something taking care of them, but it doesn't specify who or what specifically is taking care of them. One of the first socialistic societies took place in France just prior to the Revolution. This is that period of time where they're going off and cutting off everybody's heads. You know, the middle classes rising up against the upper classes and calling everybody comrades. That was some basic principles of socialism, being represented for the first time in the modern world. Quite often, the ideas of socialism and that of communism get misconstrued. The reason for this being is that socialism has the means of production in one entity, being anything, government or people or something, whereas communism has it strictly enforced by the government. So one reason that they also get very confused is that Karl Marx wrote a book called The Communist Manifesto. And in it he wrote that he called for a socialist revolution in order to end up in a full communistic society. However, socialism is a natural opposite to capitalism, which Karl Marx was very strongly against. During the 19th century, when capitalism wasn't working out as well as it had originally been thought to when Adam Smith wrote his book, A Wealth of Nations, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels were able to come out with their idea of socialism, which was a completely new concept to people. The idea of socialism was to distribute resources so that everybody ended up with equal results. Karl Marx believed that through conflict, people became aware of their own class systems. So rather than having an upper, a middle, and a lower class, Karl Marx thought by distributing resources equally, there would be no more need for social classes, as there was no longer a conflict to cause the need for social classes. So what is socialism? It's a reaction to capitalism, and it's a beginning to communism. It was brought about after the French Revolution due to a mass population that was discontent with the capitalistic society. And it all became possible because of Karl Marx.